outside.
Over 200 rappers died in 2020. No one can't tell me that these rappers go into the industry and they don't become some sort of target to a certain type of people. Who are these people? We don't know. But from this kind of number, something is going on in the industry. Foolio. So I listened to the latest interview that he did with No Jumper, and he was talking about how he grew up, the things that he'd been through, being shot at 15 and just living this tough life. And sometimes he says he thinks to himself, like, will this end? When would this end? When would all of this be over? And the perks that they do, it's a form of like a coping mechanism for them. He said in the interview that he can't even go to his city because the police got him down as a gang leader. He's always harassed when he goes there, and at this point, like, being in the industry, you don't really know who's after you, so he would constantly be paranoid, watching his back. He dropped a song called Handle Business. It was trending number 9 on YouTube, and in the song he's saying don't believe the hype, he cannot die, he has voodoo all over his body, and he was saying some mad stuff in that song. Even the starting of the video, he has like a demon face on, and this demonic energy still pushing into the world. He said the police shot and killed his brother, so he had a lot going on in his life and all the ups that he has and everything. And I don't get why, like, he don't calm it down a bit and stop doing all the this and stuff and focus on the music. But the stuff that he's doing, he was influenced by what was going on with the King Von situation. He shouted out King Von on his story thing, and he said that he would have loved to work with him and they would have made crazy music together. Yeah, when you listen to the music, it would have been fire and all of it, but what he's doing now. And then when you look at his stories, he posts things like this, like, this is what I'm saying, so he knows what's going to happen to him. There's like no way out. I'm sure if he had the choice, he would have leave the gang life alone, but he can't do that because he's too deep into it. He's following in the footsteps of King Von, and I won't be surprised if he does it to the point where he will try to outbody King Von and try to have like more bodies than him. It's crazy the stuff that they be influenced by, and people were buying him in the comments the other day while he was on live because he was walking like King Von, and people were like, look, he's walking like King Von now. So they keep mentioning Von when it comes to Foolio, and I can see a similarity. They even sound the same. I was listening to this song by Foolio, and then I was listening to this song by King Von and Little Durk, and I realized that they literally sound the same. I was like, what the hell? And then I'm looking at Foolio and the way he's carrying on himself and stuff like that. He's moving like King Von. He's starting to act like King Von. I've been doing everything that King Von's been doing, and when I look back at Foolio, you can see that he was watching King Von for a very long time. He looks like he respects King Von, and he said RIP to him on his stories, but he's really following in his footsteps. Continue. I hope, you know, he just moves on from here and try not to like diss the ups and all that stuff. But the beef in Jacksonville is very big, and I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. It's all a plan. It's all he was chosen at this point. Like, he is targeted. Like 200 rappers died this year. So this statue right here, apparently this statue was put up not too long ago and was revealed in the middle of New York. It's dedicated to black people. No one liked it. No one liked how it looked. They thought it was some sort of joke. They are like, what's going on in the comments? They can't believe that this is in the Rockefeller Center, and the way it looks, people are not liking it at all. Kodak Black eyelid tattoos. So Kodak Black decided to get some tattoos under his eyelids, and I'm not even paying attention to tattoos, even though they're really, really bright and they just looked a bit weird and very, very creepy. I'm paying attention to the way he looks in the TikTok. Is this some sort of filter or something? Because he's looking quite different on the side of his eyes as well. He's got the Z tattoo, and I don't know, this is what I'm saying, like, it always looks different every time I see him. His tattoos, I feel like his tattoos change on his face every time I see him. And in that video, notice how he doesn't even look real. So I literally saw the video, then I clicked out of the video and looked at like the profile itself to see how much that video stands out of all the pictures, and this is how it looked. It's so creepy, and I'm like, yeah, every time I see him he always looks different. And in that video he was given the FN Mika rapper robot vibe, that rapper robot they have in the music industry. I felt like he was kind of, I don't know, the video was just looking a bit odd. It don't even look like it was him in that video. It looked like a completely different person. Those tattoos above his eyelids, I don't like it, and they're in red as well, like that color red. Pooh Sheisty. So after looking into this other story that came out about Pooh Sheisty, they are definitely trying to frame him. Someone is after him, someone is trying to frame him in the industry, and this is what they did to discredit him and make him look a certain way to people. They're trying to ruin his image. Now this, like when you think of Pooh Sheisty, you would forever think of this, and that was the gold. So someone in the industry has targeted him because of his music, I think because of how good his music has been sounding and stuff. It could be ops, it could be someone in the industry, we don't know, but that story was just weird and creepy. And when they came out and they tried to say oh, it was him, and they like had the same chain and stuff, but when you look, the chain is not even the same. And then Pooh Sheisty addressed in the video, and some people felt like he was saying a bit too much, even though people 100% knew that, yeah, that's some fake stuff, like it's definitely fake. Even though he addressed it, like the Jania situation, it was 100% a real situation because she addressed it and stuff like that. And that's where people was getting confused, because I was kind of confused. I was like, yeah, he definitely planned that with Jania, but then I didn't even notice that the person was who the person is in the picture. I just thought that it was just some girl that was just trying to say, yeah, she, you know, she banged him, and then he was trying to deny it. And then I looked and I was like, oh my god, yeah, they're trying to frame Pooh Sheisty. Like, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, they already messed up his name, because when you think of Pooh Sheisty now, you would automatically think of that situation with that woman. And it's so crazy that you can literally target someone and then you can do something like this that can damage their whole career and damage their name and make such a big impact, because this kind of went viral and everyone was like, because a lot of people like Pooh Sheisty and everyone messes with Pooh Sheisty lately. And you know, people say Little Dirk made Pooh Sheisty, so everyone messes with him, and now this has happened. I think it's some sort of humiliation that happened, you know, like what they do to make people like laugh at you and stuff and humiliate you publicly. Because thinking of ops doing this, I don't even see ops doing this. So I think it's either someone in the industry, and I think it's to do with this humiliation thing that they have going on in the music industry.